Hello, you guys. Hello, hello, hello. So, I wanted to actually do another health update because I was talking about how I was going to tell you guys when something else major happened. And over this past week, the biggest change is that I'm now sleeping at night. So, I've talked to you guys before about how I couldn't sleep until 5 a.m. I couldn't lay my head down till like at least 4 or 5 in the morning. And I'm here to say, like, last night I went to bed at midnight and I slept till 8 a.m., So, like, my sleep is greatly improving. My hormones are definitely going in the right direction. Things are shifting. But there's a couple of things that I messed up on, and I need to talk about that. So, one of the major things is I told you guys I was having massive digestive issues. So, a lot of trips to the bathroom, a lot of bloating, gas, pain, honestly, just it was horrible. And part of that was from my digestive tract coming back to life, and part of it was actually from the food I was eating. So, we're going to get into that right now. But basically, at this point in time, I have to cut out grains entirely. And that takes this diet that's been pretty easy and it makes it very difficult. So, this diet that I'm on, it wasn't very restrictive at all, but cutting out grains, it's going to be pretty damn restrictive. It's basically forcing me to eat paleo in a sense, but I can't have nuts. So there's no almond flour. There's no, there's none of these like paleo pancakes, paleo bread. Like I can't have anything like that. So it's like a very true blue paleo. Like you can only have, fruit, meat, dairy. I can have dairy though, and it's encouraged, obviously. So that's good. I can have dairy. But that's basically the majority of my diet should be fruit, meat, and dairy. So those three. That's pretty. I mean, you can make some balanced meals with that. Also, like potatoes are fine. But as I said previously, I should prioritize fruit. So this is going to be interesting. I haven't really eaten like this pretty much ever. Even when I was doing paleo long, long time ago, I had a lot of nuts and seeds during that time. So I'm going to be doing this totally different. Obviously, I wasn't having dairy back then, but I am going to be doing that. Dairy is just, I love dairy so much. It is my best friend. I love it. So I'm going to be doing that. And then I also want to talk about, I'm having much more energy. Being up during the day, I have way more energy than I did at night. I'm doing really, really good. My mood, it's been still, it's been iffy. I messed up because I had this corn pasta, and corn has PUFAs, and I didn't realize it, so I was still eating those. So one night I had a huge bowl of that pasta, and I was up really, really late, and I was really moody and all this stuff. That was a couple nights ago. But I didn't have any grains at all yesterday, and I slept like a baby. Okay. Yeah, so I'm just really, I guess I'll tell you guys too, just because if you're watching this, then you're probably interested. I did get my first vaccination yesterday. And, oh God, Lordy, Lordy, Lord, I was so sick. I feel okay today. Like, I feel almost completely normal today, actually. But yesterday, I felt very sick. Pretty much from... I should probably do a video on this separately. I'm going to do a video on it separately at a later point in time. But, I don't know. I'm having a weird moment. I'm, like, arguing with myself right now. Okay, whatever, I'll just tell you guys. So, I got the shot at around 4 p.m. And I would say, you know, pretty much instantly my arm hurt. Your arm gets kind of weak afterwards. And I felt like a little bit of muscle tension even up into my neck. And I didn't have anaphylaxis or anything, thank God. But I did wait there. I waited there for about 20 minutes after, and then we shopped because I got it at Walmart, which is pretty ghetto, but what do you expect me to get it from? So, anyways, so I got it, and I got Moderna, and it was, like I said, I was feeling kind of like probably right pretty much right after, to be honest. It was weird when I got it. I felt like they didn't even put anything in. It was weird. Like, you know, with some vaccines, you can really feel it when they put it in. This one, I couldn't. It was weird. Like, I barely even felt the needle. It was really weird. But my mom said she saw them put it in. And Lord knows it was in there because I got really sick afterwards. So I would say probably from, we left the store at like around 4:45. I got home, and right around that time, so within an hour, I had, a headache, a fever, and I felt very sick pretty much instantly. So I spent most of the day in bed, and I was really sick. Like, it was kind of to the point where I was like regretting it. Like, that's how bad it was. It was pretty bad, for me at least. I really felt sick. And I was getting paranoid because the thing too, those of you guys that know me, I have a history of hypochondria. I have it anyways. I haven't had it as bad in a lot of, pretty much, I haven't had it as bad as I did in previous years. Like last year, I genuinely had health issues, so that was like a whole other thing. But in the previous years, it was pretty bad. Like, I would think, oh my gosh, I have this or I have this, like I was very constantly vigilant about that kind of thing. So this definitely triggered that in me. And like half the night I was convinced, that my heart was racing and all this stuff. Cause it was a migraine. Like, it was bad. Like, I almost was feeling nauseous. Like, it was bad. And like, I haven't felt sick in a long time because I haven't gotten sick. Since this pandemic has started, I haven't been sick at all. So for me, it was like really jarring to have a fever, have this raging headache. I was like, oh my God, like, am I going to be able to work tomorrow? I was just thinking about all these different things because I was like, this is very intense. And, of course, I'm looking into all the stuff, and then I'm looking into conspiracy theories about it, which probably isn't a good thing, but I'm looking into how, my DNA is going to be mutated now, and now I'm going to die or whatever. You know how it is. So I'm looking into all those things, and I'm like, oh my God, and then I'm like, because, like, you can hear your heartbeat, or I could anyway, I could hear my heartbeat in my ears. I'm like, because my head hurts so bad, I was like, oh my God, like, am I dying? Am I going into anaphylaxis? Like, I was really tripping on it, and I literally was like feeling my pulse. I was trying to tell if I had a fast heartbeat, but I was hearing like the lub dub, and I think I was counting each lub and dub as a separate pulse, and it's not. The pulse is like both of them. So I counted my pulse, and it was 72. I'm like, okay, girl, like, this is not a fast heartbeat. Even my fever was so low, but you have to realize too, I have hypothyroid, so I run cold. So my little fever, maybe was 99 or something, because I don't get hot because I'm cold. So it was pretty bad. I would say it was pretty bad. Even today, I still feel kind of right now. Like, I feel like I could go into a headache really easily today. But I feel much, much better. So, yeah, that was definitely the worst vaccine I've ever had. in my life, except for when I got the one for swine flu, and that one just gave me swine flu. And that time I had really, really bad swine. My mom said she had to like help me get dressed. This was in like 2009 because my asthma was so bad from the swine that I had to go get a breathing treatment, and I didn't have the energy to like get dressed, and like I was really, really sick. And that was from the vaccine. So the reason I got this one and why I wanted like Moderna specifically, or like mRNA, is because it doesn't have the virus in it, because I knew if it did, I would end up getting Rona. Like I just knew. So I got this one, like I said, felt really horrible. So I definitely had like a very strong immune response pretty much instantly. But today I feel much better and it's gone. So I'm like, okay. So I was fine. But yeah, I will say, if you are planning on getting it, definitely, get it on a day where you don't have to work or something like that, because you're probably gonna, especially with Moderna, it has a lot of side effects. There's a lot of, I think 74% have a headache and fever and stuff like that. Like you're probably going to have side effects. It's a very high likelihood. I think some studies said like 64% have a fever or whatever, and like all these other symptoms with Moderna. So it's very likely that you're going to feel sick, but if you're relatively healthy, then you should feel better by the next day like I do. I feel better today. So I was pretty rough. I'm nervous about the second dose, but I'm going to do it. But I'm just like, ugh. But I already have my appointment and all that. So, yeah. Yeah. It makes me wonder if I've already had Rona. Because they said, like, if you have a very strong response, it's possible that you've already had it. I wonder if I have, but I don't know. And I don't have the money to figure it out, so I don't think I did, because I never even had a fever. So anyways, that was really fun, but I'm getting that in order. So so that was fun. And then other than that, like I still took all my herbs and everything. I still did everything. I just continued everything as normal. And now I also was like coming off of like the grains and stuff too. So like I was having all these digestive issues that had nothing to do with the vaccine. I kind of did it on a weird day. I kind of did everything on a weird day. But overall, like I feel so much better, like mentally. I feel like I have so much more of a purpose in my life. I feel so much more determined to go after the things I want in life. I feel much more fearless. I feel just much more optimistic about everything. I've told you guys that's probably one of the biggest reasons why I'm sticking with this diet, is because of the optimism that I feel and just how much better I feel. Again, I have made many, many lifestyle changes, and now I'm, sleeping at night, waking up during the day. That's another huge shift. And they're all paying off, moving here, changing my diet, now sleeping at night, all these different things. It's definitely helping me. And for me personally, getting vaccinated, it's definitely a step for more freedom for me, and I think it depends on the person on what your views of it are. But for me, being obese, having the issues that I have, knowing that I probably would have a bad case if I had coronavirus, it's something that has restricted me, because I've been very careful. And I actually I went out to eat, and it was my first maskless experience yesterday. And it felt so good, like I was still nervous though, so it's like, you know, so once I'm totally done, then I'll feel fine, you know. Because, like, I'm not one of those people that's going to get it and then, like, still not live. Like, I'm going to live. Like, I have every intention, as you guys know, to travel to Australia. And I'm going to start saving money for it now because I have the energy to work and stuff. So I'm going to start saving money. I'm going to start doing things. I'm going to start preparing because I'm going to do it. I'm not ever going to let anything hold me back ever again. I already don't let, you know, people say I can't do something because I'm gay or because I'm mixed race or whatever. I don't let that ever stop me. I'm not going to let anything else ever stop me, especially anything between the ears, ever stop me from living my life again after this whole experience. So I think that that's ultimately going to be the end result of this for me. So, yeah. So, yeah. I'm not the kind of person when it comes to vaccination where I brag about it or where I'm like lording it over or whatever. I don't think it makes you a good or bad person to get vaccinated. I think that it's definitely your decision. I think you have to take in, you know, any of the risks and liabilities and stuff, you know. I think for a lot of people, if they're either very unhealthy or very healthy, they're going to have a harder time getting it. You know, they're going to say, well, I don't want to put, because it is a stress. It is, you know. So they don't want to put their body at stress if either they feel it's not necessary or if they feel that their body can't handle it, you know. And for me, I'm kind of in that midline where my health isn't the best, but it's not like I'm on dialysis, you know. I don't have like these really intense health issues. I don't have autoimmunity. I don't have certain things like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm in that weird category where like I have enough of a health problem to worry. But I'm not so much of a health problem that I worry even more, you know, to get it. So it worked for me. Plus, you know, there's other things going on with my mom and stuff. It's to help protect her, and I need to travel for myself and for my relationship and these kind of things. I just have to put things in motion, and I'm at a point in my life where I need to start taking action towards achieving my dreams, and I have to start taking real life action. And that does include saving money and stuff. So I'm going to be working a lot more. And yeah, I'm going to be working today. I'm going to be working pretty much every day. Short shifts, but daily. And I think I should be able to meet all my goals by doing that. So yeah, that's where we're at. Thank you guys for watching. And I'm going to continue on. I'm really hungry now after talking about all that. I just got super hungry. So I'm going to go eat my bananas and honey, and then I'm going to actually go get some barbecue pork taters. Love it. We love the saturated fat diet. Anyways, you guys, I'm going to talk to you later. Bye.